Darkness had always been Jonathan's companion, not by choice, but by design. Born into the lowest caste of the vampire city of Oblivion, his only purpose was to serve, to kneel, to bleed, and to survive. But that night, that cursed, fateful night, everything changed. The air in the blood pits was thick with the stench of iron. Rows of humans stood in chains, waiting to be drained. Jonathan clenched his fists, staring at the marble floor, slick with crimson. He had seen too many die here, and he was next. The guards yanked him forward, his bare feet sliding across the cold stone. At the center of the chamber sat Elder Malaka, an ancient vampire with silver eyes and fangs stained from centuries of feeding. But something was wrong. The elder trembled. His breath came in ragged gasps. Then, without warning, he lunged. Jonathan gasped as razor-sharp fangs sank into his neck. A searing pain shot through him, but something unnatural happened. A whisper echoed in his mind. His veins ignited like molten fire. His body convulsed. And when he opened his eyes, the elder lay dead at his feet. Jonathan could feel it. The power, the hunger, the change. And the vampires? They were staring at him in horror. Because he had just done the impossible. He had stolen a vampire's power. Jonathan staggered back, his breath coming in ragged gasps. His body was burning from the inside out, his veins pulsating with a strange, unnatural energy. Around him, the vampire chamber was deathly silent. The guards, the nobles, even the executioners, they all stared at him in horror. Because Elder Malaka, one of the most powerful vampires in existence, lay lifeless at Jonathan's feet. Jonathan clutched his chest, his fingers trembling as a voice whispered in his mind. The surge of power made his vision blur. He could feel it, his muscles strengthening, his senses sharpening, the world around him becoming clearer, crisper, alive. But there was something else. A hunger, deep, insatiable, consuming. His gaze drifted to the blood pooling beneath Malaka's corpse. The scent was intoxicating, sweet, laced with power. A voice inside him, dark and primal, urged him to take it. To drink. No. Jonathan clenched his fists, forcing himself to look away. He was still human, wasn't he? Suddenly, the spell of silence shattered. He killed the elder. A noble shrieked. The guards moved instantly, their weapons drawn, their eyes burning with rage. Jonathan barely had a second to react before the first spear came hurtling toward his chest. Move. His body responded on its own. With a speed he didn't know he possessed, he twisted, dodging the attack with inhuman agility. The guard's eyes widened. Jonathan didn't have time to process it. Another attack came, a blade aimed straight for his throat. This time, he caught it with his bare hand. Gasps filled the chamber. Jonathan stared at the blade in shock, the steel trembling in his grip. He had stopped it effortlessly, as if it were nothing. The guards hesitated, fear creeping into their expressions. Jonathan took a step back. His mind was racing. He needed to escape. He needed answers. He needed seize him. The order rang out, and suddenly, the entire chamber erupted into chaos. Jonathan turned and ran. To be continued.